which was held at St. Christopher's School. So that went amazing. And here's shout out to Miss Lauren Bennington and the staff and students at St. Christopher's. So I had a great session, and my session was about DISC Quest and how we can build better relationships, friendships by understanding our personalities and how we speak and connect. And so I shared on DISC, which is DISC. D is driven, I is influential, S supportive, and C conscientious. So those are the four main personality styles, and we all communicate differently. And so depending on what style you are, we are actually a combination of all four, but there's a particular style or combination of styles that will be more dominant than others in each person. And so depending on who you are, you may like to be more in charge of doing things, or you may be one that likes to engage with people and talk about different things, or you may be one that you like to encourage people, be supportive of people, or you may be someone who is more into details, asking details. And so those are the four main types. And it was very interesting because in my class there were some people that were D. Actually covered all styles, D, I, S, and C. And as I was talking, they were able to see that, yes, this is my personality. And a question was asked about what if, for example, the D's and the I's, they may tend to clash because they're so different, yet the way they communicate, one likes to talk a lot and the other prefers bullet points. And so when these two are working together, they may be clashing. So by understanding how this person likes minimal details, just bullet points, straight to the point, while another may enjoy being more talkative. But if you understand that, okay, this is why this person is acting the way they are, then you're not as expectant of them to be a certain way. You're more like accepting and it's more, okay, yes, this is why they are talking the way that they're talking, or this is why this person is so talkative, and so on. So it was a great class, and again, thanks to Miss Lauren Bennington and the St. Christopher staff. So today I'm talking about growth mindset in leadership, and one of the things that having a growth mindset is to understand that you have a team and there's a scoreboard, sort of like a system and checkpoint that you want to always have and go to. So when you check on that scoreboard, if you think about when a team, or maybe a football team or whatever team that it is that you relate to, they have a way of checking to make sure that each team member is keeping up and is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if they're not, then they go to assist that team member to make sure, okay, is this what you need? What is it that you need to bring you up to the team standard, so to speak, the kind of standard we need on the team? It's like no person left behind, no team member left behind. And so having that scoreboard is very, very important. Do you have a system to make sure that things are happening the way that they're supposed to? Is there a way that you're checking and evaluating that everything is consistent and effective? If not, then when you have that system in place, you can always go back and tweak whatever you need to tweak. The other thing is making sure, because I talk about the different personality, making sure that you're not going too fast in some situations, and sometimes you may need to slow down so that everybody is on board, because we're all wired differently. So what are you doing in that sense to make sure that everything is in place? Everything is running as smoothly as possible. And so those are some ideas of what you could do having your scoreboard, having a system in place, checkpoints, checklists, where you are helping those that may have stepped away and those may have not been able to keep up, checking up on them and making sure that they keep they keep on going the way that they're supposed to. And so have that scoreboard. And also sometimes you need to slow down to connect with others, having a system to connect with others. Disc is a very, very powerful tool. For example, if that's something that you may be interested in, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to schedule a time to come and talk to you, your team, and to share more in detail about what exactly it is and how it's very helpful, especially in understanding team dynamics, so that you can reduce any conflicts and make sure that all team members are collaborating. In fact, that was one of the things where we talked about, that if we knew the different personalities we're working with, how much more smooth we'll work together. And it also helps in terms of delegating assignments, because then you know, okay, this certain personality will be better suited to certain duties than others. If you know that one staff member is more geared towards leadership, then that's the person that you want to be in charge of things. If you know that one team member is more interested and more capable of being detailed, because that's a skill. Not everybody is as detail oriented. I can be detail oriented in certain things, but not in all things. There's certain things that I would just rather have somebody else take care of. For example, if I'm not an accountant, so when it comes to accounting, I would rather have someone with that background, with that skill set, take care of it. And that's something that comes naturally and easily to them. So those are just some things to think about. Again, feel free to reach out to me if that's something you'd be interested in. I'll be more than happy to share with your team and help make sure that everyone is working together and collaborating. So that's my bit for today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. As always, have a blessed rest of the day, whatever the time